Hello, Internet. You are watching Mr. Axebane. I'm playing Farming Simulator 22, and this is episode 10 of my Griffin Indiana series. And it's just after 6 a.m. Oh, look, I didn't see that before. There's a trap door that leads to the roof, or to an attic space. Yeah, so, just after 6 a.m., you can hear the sheep. You can actually see them from the window, too. We can hear a sheep out there. And we sort of just kind of need to take stock. This is the second half of September, and we haven't made any money this year. We have been investing in things that will earn us money in the future. And it might seem like we've gotten all this honey all so fast. It seems too easy, right? Well, we spent over $50,000 to install all those hives over there. Because the large one was almost $20,000. The other two were like $12,000 each. So 20, 30, 40. Yeah, it's almost 50,000. At least 40,000. Yeah. So in light of that, see, this is 400 liters. That's 400. That's 800. This is another 400. That's 1,600 liters, right? Okay. All right. Let's see. Roughly, that's not even 4,000. Maybe around $4,000. So we haven't even paid off the money, the debt we incurred from the bank to buy those hives. No, nowhere near that. So we're not making profit there. And obviously we spent over 50,000 on the sheep pen plus the sheep themselves, so probably 60,000 maybe, right? And we got plenty of hay for now. That's good, but we have almost no wool, which we just put them in yesterday. So they're like, we're asking a lot of them, but 146 liters of wool. So, and of course we'll get some money from these crops eventually, but when we harvest these, that's the worst time to sell it. So what are we going to do? And here we can also look at the numbers. This is great. This is the finance screen. This is where I've gone each time I borrow or return money to the bank. But one thing I've never talked about on here is that you can also see a very important thing, which is where all your money's going and where money's coming in. And if you'll see, every previous month in May, in June, in July, in August, and in our current month we're about to finish, which hasn't been as bad so far. I don't know if that's in it, but still is a loss. We have lost money. May it was over $25,000 we lost. June 48,000. We have things. We invested in things. We own the things. We got land. We've got the tools to do basic planting, and we were able to get some planting done. We've got some bees. We've got sheep. But in reality, we're a long way from actually making money. Now, we can take out more loan from the bank. I think I can do up to 500,000. So I could, you could continue to do that. You could continue to expand and just keep delaying the day when you're actually making just profit, or so, or the day you've earned back what you made, and then from that point on, just nothing but profit. Assuming well, it's actually not entirely nothing for profit, because you do have property maintenance fees and stuff you spend, but yeah. And there's the time that's going to be needed. Even the bees take some time. We'll have to load this stuff up, take it to the sell point. So, how are we going to make some money? Well, first, let's go ahead and just kind of sit back and think about this whole problem and check out the sale paper. I like to check out the sale paper too, because it actually will inform my strategy. Because if there's something that's actually quite useful to go into a certain money-making avenue, then we're going to do that avenue sooner than we would other avenues. So a forage mixture, we don't need that yet. It's for cows' food. Forage wagon, that collects grass, hay, or straw. Yeah, we're not going to be getting straw from the canola nor the soybean. And we're not going to be cutting a lot of grass at the moment. Okay, header. A specialized header for sugar beet, I think that is. And a large tipper. And another fairly large tipper. Ooh, this is a really good deal. This one here on the far end is 54% off. Just barely over $8,000. We already have a tipper though. And this is a bigger one that might be a little heavy for our tractor. Alright, so that's fine. So that won't affect our immediate strategy, at least for today. So that leaves us a couple of options. The most obvious is probably contracts. There's still only baling contracts and then supply contracts that we can't provide yet, we can't fulfill yet. So we may do a smaller bale contract. They're a lot of work, but if it's some of the smaller ones, like these two here are about an acre. This one's an acre and a third of an acre. This one's 3.6 acre. Nothing bigger than that one probably. That's field 36. There's also field 38. I think those both up in the top left. I think, and they are very small actually. Oh, 36 is not, but 38 and 37 are very small. 36 is reasonable though. It's almost it's probably about a field and a half of what we have. So yeah, we could probably do that. Now the other option is I was thinking I could maybe clear some forest from down and around here and here, which would be out here. And if I do that, I'll probably go ahead and convert this trailer to a log trailer temporarily. Because I can put logs on here, but if I try to put any kind of quantity, any large quantity, they're just gonna fall off the sides. So but that's an option too, and that also frees up some more land over here. We can maybe put more storage or animal pens in the future. So, oh look, there's some deer. They don't see us yet. I don't know if you can see them. They're just there. You can probably see them now. Like halfway up the tree for some reason. Like climbing the tree. That's fun. All right, let's see if we can. How close we can get. Uh oh, I think they saw. No, I think they saw me up for a second. But maybe no. Okay, there they go. Oh, you can't get too close. Yeah, they're not. They're smart. They know that. Yeah, they know what's up. Okay, so yeah, that's our two most obvious immediate options. We could get a little bit of cash by selling the honey that's there, but it doesn't really do us enough yet. We should wait till we can fill the trailer. So that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, thinking either some contract work or a bit of tree killing. I hate to keep killing so many trees, but you know the sawmill is right down the road, and if I cut enough of these, I'll actually make something. I need to make a bit back to pay for the chainsaw, right? Well, I've paid for the chainsaw, but then I haven't earned much on top of that either. Okay, so I think the easier or less complicated route at the moment for today would be to do some chainsawing. Chainsaw time, I think. And if we do that, then first of all, I should probably take this trailer to town, convert it to a log trailer, which I'm pretty sure I can do, and then bring it back. On the fields, I couldn't cut a sharp turn like that, but oh, I almost did it. But I'm running into the pin now. But out here, I can kind of get away with it. That pin wasn't there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Almost, almost. Alright, I'll go around. Alright, so I'm going to get that done. I'm going to get this down to the shop. Okay, I'm at the shop, and it should be just a matter of pulling up here and selecting this with R, and then I just gotta make sure I select the trailer and not the tractor, and down at the bottom press space or click customize, and under design we should be able to convert to forestry expansion or forestry extension, I should say. which is going to cost us $2,500. You see what I mean? Like it's not easy to make money. It takes time. All right, so but we're gonna do it. If we do enough logs, it'll make sense. It'll make sense. Each trip should be able to do more logs, and we're not gonna try to use this tractor to pull a large. Oh, I forgot. I gotta read it. We're not gonna use this tractor and pull a huge, large load of logs. As we saw before, that's gonna be a problem unless we completely avoid the fields, and even then, it might still be a problem. So we're gonna use our new truck that we have back up at the farm. So just take this back up there, and then I'm gonna switch to the truck for this trailer, and we'll get to chainsawing. Ah, the train's coming. I was gonna try to beat it because I don't want to wait, but I ran out of time to beat the train. That's okay. We get to see the train again. Train time. It's the same. Looks like the same train cars. Or is it longer? No, I guess it's probably the same. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Got some cars waiting on me too. It's not my fault this time, guys. It's the train. Alright, alright. Gotta just get home. And here we are with our new, well, it's the same trailer, but newly configured for chainsaw time. So we'll just park this over near here. Oh, and we need to go ahead and hit Q to unload or to unhook from the trailer and switch to the truck because it's a more capable machine because it has more horsepower, right? Doesn't it? Let's see. Let's just to make sure. We'll go to the garage. Trucks. Yeah, 155 horsepower. Yeah. Yeah. That's like almost double, right? Sweet. Okay. I guess we'll just park this tractor here. There we go. Thank you, dudes. Just gaze at that. It's adorable yet rugged. Like I love this thing. Alright, so we're going to use this to tow logs. We should be able to tow quite a bit with 155 horsepower, right? It might not be as heavy as a tractor though, but it should work. Well, it might be as heavy as a tractor, I don't know. It's a mini truck. I just love this thing. Alright, so we're just going to hook this up. And then I'm going to get to cutting. Oh, I missed my chance. Come on, there you go. Alright. Okay, we'll go ahead and cut the engine off because the maintenance is based on how many hours you run a piece of machinery. Which is really cool. I like that. And it's simple. I think it just, the longer you run it, it slowly loses durability at a steady rate. Which is not realistic that it be a steady rate, but it's very cool that it's tied to actual hours. So if you buy a piece of machinery and you don't drive it that much, you won't have to repair it as often. It makes sense. I like it. So, we don't want to necessarily have this fall on our nice new truck, so I'm trying to make it fall the other way. Like so. It's supposed to fall the other way at least. Yeah. Well, it would have if there weren't other trees there, I suppose. You're gonna need to cut a lot of trees to make any kind of money. And we're too far to hit. Didn't hit the oh, it made it scratch up a truck. Oh no, it actually doesn't. It doesn't scratch it up, but it would in reality. That's all. It makes me go oh. Okay, well, good thing it's not reality. Okay, gonna have to cut a few more. cutting them way too high up. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, that's money I could. Ah, it's a big one. It's a very. Oh, we can kind of go up in this one. This one's nice. Yeah. Wow, look at that. We can just kind of hang out up here, take a break, maybe have lunch. And it's not quite noon in the game yet, but have an early lunch up in the tree. Why not? I can hear the sheep up there. Whoa, we can climb all the way up here and look at the sheep. We're like spying on our own property, like, what's going on down there? What are those guys doing? What are those sheep talking about? What are they talking about? Okay. That's enough goofing off. We got work to do. Got work to do. Can't. Hopefully this is gonna earn us some money. This tree, it's big, right? This one's pretty big too. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and it spared the truck. Oh, big tree. I don't know which one's bigger, this one or the last one though. I think the other one might be even. Oh, this one's more crooked, isn't it? Ah, I fell out. Sprained my ankle. I gotta have to sit down here. Gotta take a break. Okay, I wish we could be super lazy and just throw the trees on there without trimming or anything. But this isn't too bad. I've learned that it's, you know, one way you can do this is just to trim the top first, is you get rid of all that at once, right? Watch. And oh, usually it gets rid of that top part at once. Maybe I can. Huh. Gonna have to turn on super strength too. Oh, I can't grab that one. Oh, that's weird. Alright, well, there it goes. I hit it right at the base of that piece. Yeah. Okay, so I guess I gotta clean these trees up as best as I can, clear up the debris, and see how quick it takes to fill up this trailer. Whoop. Okay, okay. Alright. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Alright, and this tree, this is the same one I climbed before when I was spying on the sheep. But I had to climb this to reach the top and cut the top off there. I didn't have to cut the top off first. I was hoping that would eliminate a lot of this top foliage there. Yeah, that's kind of good. But I had to climb the tree to cut it. This is like spectacularly dangerous. Alright. Should be able to, yeah, we're supposed to be able to eliminate these smaller limbs easily. There we go, something like that. Yeah, that's how people do it. I've seen people do it on other streams. I just have trouble doing it sometimes. To get it to cut off those smaller limbs. Not those, but the much smaller ones. Alright, so I just gotta finish this up. Alrighty, and I'll probably remove all the stumps later. So I just kept piling up these logs as I cleaned and cut the larger pieces of wood, and now it's time to load up some of this in the trailer and see if we can fit all this, if this will be one load or what. So and yeah, obviously I'm using super strength from the lumberjack mod. Makes it way easier, and it's kind of cheating, but it's a lot more enjoyable to be able to do it more easily this way. So yeah, just gonna load this up. I have a feeling this will be about one trailer's load worth, but we'll see. Once we get this on here, we might find we can put more. And it's a good idea to put some tension belts down. Actually, I could do all of them at once, but even just one or two to hold them in place while I put stuff on top, I try to do that with everything: pallets, bags, logs, because you'll have a tendency to be like, well, I'll just strap them down when I'm done. But then, as you're putting pieces on there, you're knocking about the pieces that are already there, and sometimes it gets all tangled up, and you knock stuff out that you've already loaded, and then you have to do it over again. So save yourself time. Strap them in. Strap them in frequently, because you can always re-strap it once you got everything on there. Probably you can even strap one every piece you add. Just strap it. Really, I do that actually with pallets, especially too, if they're gonna start bouncing around on me, and then I get frustrated and knocks them off the trailer. The logs are a little heavier, so they kind of stay in place a little better. Except when you're moving around one of them, because you can push them with force when you hit. See, you can slam them and then just like with a. I'm surprised it didn't knock one of those out. Well, there's only one that was loose that it could knock out. Anyway, use the straps. They're really effective. You just use R when you're close to the trailer, or when you're in the cab, you can press L to either release all of them at once or engage all of them at once. Just like that. Alright. I don't know if these smaller pieces are worth money, but I saved them anyway. So hopefully they are. That one still got a little piece of the twig stuck to it. I thought it was just log, but it had a little bit of twigs. Alright, yeah, this is about one trailer load probably. Let's see if we can even jump up top of there. No? Okay, I wanted to get a bird's eye view more of it. We can do that another way. Oh, or I can just kind of look at it from the side to see if we got. Okay, yeah, that's not very well loaded. Hang on. Can that one fall? It's gonna fall the wrong way. Okay. Alright. We crouch down and pick it up and get it straighter. And then we just need it to fall somewhere useful and then strap it real quick, maybe. Alright. Yeah. Difficult, but not impossible, and the lumberjack mod makes it much easier than it would have been, and it's all haphazardly done. It's kind of hanging out there, but that's okay. I think it'll be okay. Alright, so I think that's all of them. Yeah, I guess we'll just try that. I could probably try to cram a few more on there, but I'd have to start cutting more trees, and we'll just bring this down to the sawmill and then bring it back and see how much we can get. Oh yeah, and this truck isn't having any trouble. Yeah, it's smooth. I like it. Alright, so just gotta drive down to the sawmill. Okay, we are almost there. That's the animal dealership. The animal dealership? The, what do they call it? The animal shop? Something. Can't think of the name. Alright, this is the sawmill, of course. Let's see what we get. 5,985. Nice. Almost 6,000. That's not bad. That pays for, let's see, we spent 1,000 on a chainsaw, 2,500 to make this back to a log trailer. Not to mention the cost of the truck, but we'll use the truck for so many other things too, of course. But the trailer and the chainsaw cost us 3,500 bucks to spend on that. Last time we made 1,100 plus 1,600, and so this will be the first month we've actually made a profit, and it'll be maybe, what is that? I'm really bad at math. Okay, I mean, I think I got it. Yeah, we made about 5,500 bucks. That's my best guess with my bad math. From logging specifically. So let's take a look actually in our finances tab. Yeah, so September, we're in the second half of September. It's now registering as a profit overall of $3,039. And most of that is from selling wood. So, cool. That's actually pretty good to actually make some money in the first year. In reality, a farm wouldn't make any money until like year 2 or 3 because of all the expenses that are incurred, even for just, you know, one type of farming. With modern machinery, you're still going to end up needing a lot of money, not to mention the cost of the land wherever you are. It's not going to be cheap when you need a lot of land for farming. And it needs to be good land, at least mediocre land. So, anyway, it's just hard to make money, It's hard to make money. We'll be making money in the game, though, before too long. Our sheep will just keep making wool, and as long as we keep them fed. All right, so it's now 17:30. So what is that? 5:30. We've got time. We could cut more trees. I might go ahead and clear these stumps. I just hold down left mouse button for 3 seconds. Whoop. I should have stood up after I crouched to do it. Alright, and then this one. And this one. There's like a couple more. Yeah. Oh, here's one. In the bush. There's a little piece of wood there that's stuck in the bush. There we go. I guess I could have left it there, but I wanted to clean it up. Alright, so we could do that. We could chainsaw some more. Or, it will get dark in an hour or two. We could call it a day. We put in enough work for today, right? Call it a day and have a little bit of an early day. Not that early, but get off around before 6 p.m. I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, might as well leave the truck and the trailer here because this is where we're going to need it next, which will most likely be tomorrow. Oh, and I'm curious how soon we're going to get to harvest because our soybean went in late June. So about 4 days from now, 3 or 4 days, I bet it will be ready. I bet it will. Alright, so we're going to go and sleep and skip the day. We put in enough work for the day. We'll probably get up at 6 a.m. Get some rest. Got to get some rest. We spent 333 on loan interest and 58 on property maintenance. And it's so dark, actually. I don't know if this has lights. Oh, maybe it does. Hang on, let's see. Turn on light. Oh yeah, you just left click. Oh, of course it does. This is a fully featured mod. I like it. I showed the mod last episode, I believe. I'll show it again too. It's if we go to farmhouses, this one comes from Placeable Pack Farmhouses mod. Placeable Pack Farmhouses. You could just search placeable and probably find it. So it actually is a pack too. Obviously, it has the tent and several other options too, not just this. It's a nice one though. It's a nice pack, very nice cabin. I like it. All right, I think we should just kind of relax for a bit and check the sale paper. All right, let's see. So we've got a mower, and that's it. Just under 7,000. Yeah, I don't want to buy that just yet. I mean, a mower's nice, but gosh, then I would need a field of grass again. And I don't have. I turned them pretty much all I've got as far as field space into soybeans and canola. Let's go see how our bees are doing too. So it's the first half of October now. Oh, they're not active yet. Ah, that's cool. Okay. So it's probably gonna be let's see about check our honey too. Oh, that's filled up, so we need to get that off of there. I need to probably get a shed or something to put this stuff in. I don't have to, but it doesn't make sense to just leave it sitting out in the rain and stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, that'll be something to do. To give us something to do today. Alright. Is it decoration? No, it's under buildings and sheds. Oh yeah, it's right there. The first one. This is from the American Garden Shed. That's all that's in this pack. It's not a pack, it's a mod of the shed. It's a very nice shed though. It has lights in it. I've seen the shed. So let's see. I want it to be kind of straight. Kind of lining, straight with the shed. And we'll just put it, right nearby. We can also use it to store fertilizer instead of just leaving that sitting out there too. Maybe, but we'll probably. Well, we don't want to throw the honey in with the fertilizer. That might be a bit of cross contamination. All right, that overlaps with the tree. Okay. Oh, is it too close to the shed? Maybe. All right. Well, that's fine. We'll do it right there. All right. Very affordable. Nicely designed. You can open both doors. You can turn on the light with the left mouse button. Look at that. The way that lighting is showing over the trees there. Gosh. That's the relight mod, I think, making it more realistic. Okay. Can we open the window? That's kind of excessive. We don't need to do it. Alright, okay. We could go ahead and get that open, actually, and throw some honey in there. If we want to get silly with it, we actually could even... Whoa, I didn't mean to... Whoops. I swear I didn't mean to throw it there. I was trying... Why is it doing that? Oh, when I crouch and try to grab it. Okay, so I was going to throw it in here, but I threw it everywhere else. Boom. That's very silly. We shouldn't do that. That's going to break. There's going to be glass everywhere, and honey will be the honey. The bees are going to be like, you think so little of us. Wow, we can probably get quite a bit of honey in this shed before it's like jammed pack, full. Alright, and I'm not sure if these would be liftable without the liftable pallets and big bags mod. So you might need that mod to be able to do this. I'm not sure how much these normally weigh. I'm pretty sure with eggs you don't need that. They're lightweight enough that you don't need the mod. But I don't know for honey. Alright, cool. That's kind of cool. We have a little place to store the honey that's safe from the elements. There's a bush growing in there, though. We'll have to clear that bush sometime. It looks silly. Alright. And there's nothing we can really utilize in the sale paper to do something today. So I guess it's going to have to be more chainsaw. So I'm going to get to it. Okay, so cut a bunch of trees and trimmed them. It took about 5 trees to get that much wood, so it might be even a little bit more than last time. If I press L, I can try to make sure it's all strapped good. So there we go. I just got to drive this down to the sawmill. Pulling up to Miller's sawmill now. And let's see how much we get. Alright, 5,072. Not bad. That was actually less than last time, but not bad. Alright, cool. So we've earned a bit of money. We're mostly doing this side job stuff to do. I don't know if you count this as a side job. It's my own property, but we're doing this other non-farming stuff. So we wait, while we wait on the crops to grow, and while we wait on honey and wool production. It'll be nice to start seeing the profits from that stuff come in, and then we can actually think about other upgrades. That we can. Hopefully, we'll catch a harvester on sale sometime too. And get a nice affordable used harvester. In fact, I've even got a couple of, I think they might be vintage or at least smaller, more affordable harvesters, just like I do with the older and smaller tractors. So we can even start small with harvesters if we want to. Although we actually, that's right, we already own a fairly decent sized one, so we'll have to probably get a decent sized machine to carry that. Nothing huge, but not one of the smallest ones. Alright. Just gotta get back to the farm. And here we are. We will probably park the truck and the trailer over here again. Might do some chainsawing tomorrow as well. And obviously I could do more today. It's only like 1 p.m. in the game, but I think I'm going to wrap it up. It also would be a good point to wrap up the episode. So it's just, you know, we're just kind of prepping for winter a bit. Well, we already have hay and stuff for the animals, so they'll be good for winter. And we just looking for stuff to do. Winter's almost here. We'll be watching these crops. They'll not really grow much during the winter, but we'll be seeing them take off in the spring, and then hopefully we'll be harvesting before too long. Okay, thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed it. This has been Mr. Axebane. Please have a great day.